Welcome to another version of the Dodgeball Game of the Week, along with Jed Castro. I'm Tom Booth. And tonight, Jed, we have two teams headed in opposite directions.
Well, in terms of the standings, in terms of the wins, yes, the LUG Pub, the London Underground team, not too many wins, but you know they exemplify what this game is all about, and that's having fun because that's what they do when they're out here. So who knows? They may surprise you. They may take 3 out of 3 tonight.
We will see how they will fare against the Whiskey River Gang right after this. And along with Jed Castro, I'm Tom Booth, and we're starting our game here. Hello, good morning. We have the Whiskey River Gang and LUG Pub. LUG Pub in the far court with Charlie Death, Dirty Dina, Sarah Giles, Justin, Jeff Swigert, and Ryan Elkins.
And for the Whiskey River Gang, we've got Joe, Anthony, Jake, Mark, Peter, and Brad. And as you were saying, good morning. Those are the people that are watching at WTOB Channel 2 at Saturday at 9:30 or Friday at 10:30. But for those of you that are up late Monday night, it's 10 p.m. you're watching us right now, good evening.
Good evening.
Buonanotte, what I say in Italian.
And a funny story about the Whiskey River Gang, we get their names before the game, ask them, you know, what they're wearing and what's your name so we can talk about them on the air. And we talked to young Peter and we said, Peter, tell us about your name. And we met the team name and he said,
Peter? And I said, yes, tell me about the name Peter, for I have not heard it since that Peter and the Wolf story.
In '04. Charlie Death, the last man standing for LUG Pub in the far court.
You know, we've done a few games for the LUG Pubs, and it seems like Charlie Death is always the last man standing for the LUG Pub.
He might sue for negligence on his teammates' part.
You definitely need to coin that phrase, Charlie Death, the last man standing for LUG Pub. You might be able to.
That might be what fits on his shirt next year.
Probably.
On the back. Number 4, and then put all those words on the back of the shirt.
If you London Undergrounders are watching, when you get new shirts next year, Charlie Death's shirt needs to say, the last man standing.
And Mark takes the laser there from Charlie Death and knocks LUG Pub out here for game 1 as Whiskey River takes a 1-0 lead on the Dodgeball Game of the Week.
On WTOB.
And we're back for game 2 between LUG Pub and Whiskey River Gang. LUG Pub in the near court, and Charlie Death has been mostly the last man standing, as we said.
He's been the only life on this team. No offense to the London Underground pubbers.
Or maybe offense, we don't know. But not the best of years for LUG Pub, but they always chug along and show up at full force every week.
I think, you know, win or lose, if you can chug, you're in good shape.
Chug-a-lug every week.
Jeff Woody's going to
there from London Underground Pub.
Justin Woody's going to shoot there. His shirt says good wood, but it was nothing but bad wood that time. Look out, Jeff Swigert.
Jeff Swigert, we've known Jeff for a decade, over a decade.
You go way back with Jeff.
We used to play softball together. We used to smoke at the dump out there at the landfill. Smoke them up a little bit.
Don't call the field a dump.
Well, it's literally the dump. It was literally the landfill.
Well, let me tell you something. It was not sanctioned by Blacksburg Parks and Rec because there's no way they would let us play on a facility that was called dump or was actually a dump.
Or let people smoke around methane as it's been released from a landfill.
I'm sure Jeff Swigert has said no to smoking, and he said no to Anthony there, caught his ball.
Good catch
Look out, Chip!
Oh.
Not you, Josh.
LUG Pub doing a good job this game here. They still got 3 people standing, Ryan, Jeff, and Dirty Dina.
And Ryan Elkins. Oh, Jeff Swigert trying to get the catch there, but takes it right off the London Underground as if that circle on his chest was a bullseye.
Dirty Dina still in there, along with Ryan Elkins, trying to get London Underground Pub's first win.
And she was berated.
She was.
Bludgeoned, if you will.
Bludgeoned by balls. That's going to happen every now and again.
Hopefully not the first time.
Full aim at Ryan Elkins.
Ryan Elkins is spry.
How long can he dance around back there?
Look at the concentration in his face. Maybe it's fear. The spin move does him no good if he takes it off the hind quarters. As
Mark does it again. He finishes the game off as he did in game 1 for Whiskey River Gang, and they were up 2-0 on the Dodgeball Game of the Week.
On WTOB. That's the second game.
And we're back for game 3 here, and as always, Jed, we think the good people at the Blacksburg Parks and Rec Center, Will's doing a wonderful job.
Yep, and we need to get the name of this secondary ref in training. Well, let's call her Kendra.
Kendra.
I like the name Kendra.
Okay.
Hey, Kendra.
Like from Girls Next Door, kind of?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Or like from someone who named their kid Kendra.
I can see that, but she's learning under the wing of Will.
You know, there's not a better person for you to learn from than Will. He does a great job. Other people do a great job, but the great people at WTOB, put this together. Josh does some fine editing work, camera work done by Chip and Lisa.
I always appreciate how Dirty Dina just hangs around in the danger zone. She's not afraid.
She's
I
not.
like that.
I mean, well, you don't get the name Dirty Dina by staying back and waiting for things to come to you. You go out and get it.
Yeah, or hang out in dark alleys or whatever she does.
Or maybe just falls down and gets dirty a lot.
One of those options. Charlie Death will sit down for Lug Pub. And
I think Charlie...
Oh, he just let out an expletive. We heard that everywhere.
I didn't hear an expletive. I heard passion. That is passion.
Yeah, anger and passion.
You know, the last man standing, he's the last man standing. And, you know, he's going to have some...
Some issues.
This game's over.
But probably needs to go to therapy with Dirty Dina and work all that out.
Yeah, well, at least he doesn't have a problem with Justin Wood. Why do I keep calling him Jeff? His name's Justin.
Well, as we were shooting the breeze, Whiskey River Gang took care of Lug Pub and
3-0.
3-0 on the Dodgeball Game of the Week.
On WTOB.
Well, Jed, as we're going to coin a new phrase, a real smoke job by Whiskey River Gang tonight.
Yeah, they really did smoke the other team. And speaking of smoking, how about your good friend Jeff Schweigert used to be the smoking third baseman on your old softball team. Yeah. He was smoking out there, but it wasn't enough. Lug Pub gets whitewashed, as Tom likes to say.
Well, for Jed Castor, I'm Tom Booth. We hope you enjoyed the Dodgeball Game of the Week.